taste that? Tastes like victory. So it was just full time on Aston Villa 1, Bologna nil. I have some thoughts as the sun is changing. So I let's start with the positive. I do have some notes I'm just gonna go over. First win of the season. Frick yeah. It was something like 200 days since our last competitive win. So that's not great. Clean sheet, creating more, but now the finishing is becoming a problem. But before I get into specifics, I kind of want to go through this in somewhat of a chronological order. Let's start with I wasn't thrilled with the lineup when it came out. I wanted to see Martinez starting. He wasn't even in the squad. I'm not sure if it's just to give him a rest, but I don't know. Goalkeepers need less rest, and we're already out of a competition. I was a little disappointed, but whatever. Clean sheet, fine. Um, and then the big missing name was Ollie Watkins from the starting lineup. There was a lot of debate kind of going around within the Villa fan base of like, okay, one of them needs to be dropped, and I think that I was more on the side of Rogers being dropped. I think we have more depth at the 10 than we do a striker, but I mean, Ollie isn't all that confident right now. So, um, another thing that I think Emery likes to do is if a player's going through a rough patch, he likes to kind of play them through it. He doesn't, like, he did it with Bailey in 22 23. I know we had less depth then, but, and so he was kind of, he had to start because his ceiling was higher than anything we had. But I wasn't a huge fan of it. We'll see how. But I mean, again, we got the win. Yeah, I wanted to see Elliot and Sancho personally. The start of the game, I thought we started. It was definitely in Bologna's favor, but after the time we were leading up to the goal, and even after that, we looked really good. We were creating some chances. And that leads me to I do think we're starting to create something. I really do think we're starting to kind of get on track. It's just painfully slow. But the performances are getting somewhat better. I think, I mean, again, it's painfully slow. It's like pulling teeth getting it to happen, but it's happening. I thought today a lot of our kind of success, like we caught the opponent offside a bunch of times. I don't even know how many, probably like geez, at least five, maybe on up to seven. And we used to do that a lot when Emery first came in. I think it was the 23-24 season, unsurprisingly. We caught our opponents offside like 160, 170 times, and the next closest was like just over 100 or something along those lines. And that always felt very intentional. This, we were almost catching them offside due to them screwing it up, not because we were playing our high line so well. So that's, the results kind of, it won't cover up the performance. Emery is a analysis guy, so that will definitely get talked about. But again, we won. We kept a clean sheet. Let's see what else do I have. Yeah, it started good, and then we kind of fell away, and it was honestly Bologna's game. Pau Torres, I thought was very good. Lots of good mopping up, very cool, calm, collected at the back in some pressure situations, and good passing. Rogers, Morgan Rogers is a mess. Those through balls that you used to just count on to find Ollie Watkins or John Duran or whoever the runner was, he's not making that anymore. It's it's really concerning. When he takes on a player, I'm like, he's gonna lose the ball. Like I don't trust him to make those runs anymore. He's gonna lose it. And honestly, the cross by Cash was good. He just airballed it, and McGinn kind of covered it up. Had he not done that, we would have dropped points and failed to score again. So, and we were creating a fair amount in the first half and just couldn't finish. So, when you're only one goal to the good, you're sitting there wondering, like, are those missed chances going to cost us? And they damn near did. Oh man. Ollie's penalty was poor. I actually had a friend ask me like, why doesn't Ollie take the penalties? Because we were talking about, I think at the time he was going for 20 goals, and like, oh well, why not just let Ollie take the penalties? He's not good at them. He just isn't, and you saw tonight why he doesn't take the penalties usually. I think Yuri Tielemans, when he's back fit, he cannot come back fast enough. He'll probably be our penalty taker, though. He's been a little mixed on penalties, but I'll just trust him. It just stinks that Ollie can't take them. And, he is such a confidence player that getting a penalty almost gifted to it. That would have been a gift for him to get off the mark. But he took a really bad penalty right down the center, so it didn't matter which way the goalkeeper dove or if he stood still, it wasn't going in. So that was really poor, but he's a professional. He'll shake it off for Fulham. I do think he will start against Fulham. And hopefully, just having the win will uh, will make the team confident and strong and like, oh, we just won here. We can do this again. And we are a better team than Fulham. Bologna is a better team than Fulham, I believe. And so I think that if we play at our best, we can win. But I'll talk about that later. Okay, and then just one more final note, which is we've had performances like this where it was almost like a smash and grab. The win against Arsenal, the 1-0 in the 23-24 season. I know I keep talking about the 23-24 season, but that was when we were at our best. It was in the league. Well, and just generally. We had performances like this where it was like a smash and grab. But it was like in a run where you're like, oh, it was just one bad game, and then we're back to our best. It was in a run like that. Whereas now it's like, oh, we did really well to hold on. I didn't think we were going to hold on. And that is not the kind of performances I want to see. I don't want to see these kinds of performances and them being oh, yay, we won. Like, despite the performance. Because performances like that aren't sustainable. I am a bit worried. I will take the win, of course, 3 out of 3. And Bologna was probably one of our more difficult opponents. There's another opponent we have in the group stage who I was like, okay, Bologna and I think it's Feyenoord. Yes, our next game, Feyenoord. Those are probably our two toughest matches, and they're coming first and second. And Feyenoord has to be away. There's no way it's not. I'm just confirming that. Sorry. Yes, it's away. So, if we can come away from that with at the very least 4 points and at most 6, I will be ecstatic. That'll be a good sign for the Europa League. Now, I'm gonna probably I'm optimistic for Fulham now, but they beat Brentford 3-1, and Brentford kicked the shit out of us. So I don't know. I probably won't do a pre-match preview. I've got my job starting in about 10 days, so I've got a lot of stuff to get done before that, but I will of course make a post-match reaction. And if there's a win, I think things in general will be a lot better because we'll have just gotten wins in both of the competitions we're still in. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you for watching, and up the villa.